9 daily habits that quietly weaken your baby's trust in you. Two babies born in the same hospital, same week, same healthy start. One grows into a toddler who runs back to check in with mom every few minutes at the park, then confidently runs off again. The other grows into a toddler who either clings and cries the second she's out of sight or barely looks back at all. Same genes, similar homes, similar love. The difference wasn't one big event. It was 9 tiny daily habits, so small most parents never notice they're doing them. Psychologists call the pattern behind this attachment security, and it's built or quietly eroded in moments that last less than 5 seconds. Stay with me until number 4, because it's the one almost every loving parent does without realizing it's the one doing the most damage. Habit 1. Answering your baby's cry with your voice before your body. A baby cries, and you call out, "Coming," from the kitchen instead of moving toward them. Dr. Mary Ainsworth's classic research on attachment found that babies whose cries were met with consistent physical responsiveness in the first year were more securely attached by age 1, better able to explore independently because they trusted someone would come. This doesn't mean you're a bad parent for finishing loading the dishwasher first sometimes. One delayed response changes nothing. It's the pattern over months that the baby's nervous system is quietly tracking. Habit 2. Checking your phone mid-interaction. Your baby is babbling at you, reaching for your face, and your eyes flick to a notification for 2 seconds. Dr. Edward Tronick's still face experiment showed that when a parent's face goes flat and unresponsive, even briefly, babies escalate their bids for connection, then shut down if nothing comes back. A glance at a phone isn't the same as the full still face procedure, but it's the same mechanism in miniature. This isn't about throwing your phone away. It's about noticing how often the 2 seconds happens in a row. Habit 3. Rushing the goodbye. Dropping baby at daycare or with a sitter and slipping out fast because a slower goodbye feels harder. Research from Dr. Jude Cassidy on attachment communication found babies do better long-term with a brief, warm, acknowledged goodbye than with a sudden disappearance, because a named goodbye lets their brain predict what's happening instead of just experiencing loss. This isn't about guilt over needing childcare. It's about the 10 seconds surrounding the transition. Habit 4. Correcting before comforting. Baby knocks something over and cries, and the first words out of your mouth are about the mess, not the tears. Dr. Daniel Siegel's work out of UCLA on Name It to Tame It shows that a child's distress needs to be acknowledged before logic lands, because an activated stress response can't hear a lesson yet. This one is sneaky because it feels responsible, like you're teaching. You're not failing by wanting to teach. The order is just backwards. Habit 5. Narrating less as babies get more mobile. In the newborn months, you talked constantly, and once they're crawling and chasing them around the house, replaces conversation. Dr. Rachel Romeo's research at MIT on conversational turns found the back-and-forth exchange between parent and child, not just the volume of words, predicted language, and emotional development years later. This isn't about being a chatterbox all day. It's about noticing the exchange dropped off, not filling every silence. Habit 6. Comforting with distraction instead of acknowledgement. Baby is upset, and instead of naming the feeling, you hand over a toy or a snack immediately. It works in the moment, so it feels effective. Dr. Beatrice Beebe's research at Columbia on parent-infant microinteractions found infants whose emotional signals were mirrored back, not redirected, developed stronger emotional regulation. This isn't about never distracting a fussy baby in public. It's about what happens the rest of the time, at home, when there's no rush. Habit 7. Inconsistent bedtime presence. Some nights, you stay until baby's fully asleep. Other nights, you slip out the second eyes close, depending on how tired you are. Dr. Jody Mindell's sleep research has shown predictability in bedtime routines more than any single technique correlates with better infant sleep and lower nighttime distress. You're allowed to be tired. This isn't about perfect consistency every single night. It's about the pattern your baby can or can't predict. Habit 8. treating play as a task to finish, sitting down to play but mentally already on the next thing, so your engagement is physically present but flat. Babies read facial engagement long before they understand words, and a distracted face registers the same as an absent one. This isn't about scheduling more playtime. It's about the quality of the 10 minutes you already give. Habit 9. Apologizing with words instead of repair. After a short-tempered moment, saying sorry once and moving on, rather than a warm reconnection moment, a hug, a softer voice, a shared laugh. Dr. Ed Tronick's later work on interactive repair found that securely attached relationships aren't ones without rupture. They're ones where rupture gets repaired, and that repair is what the baby's nervous system actually learns to trust. One off moment doesn't undo anything. It's the repair or the lack of it that gets remembered. Here's what this actually looks like in 3 moves, because none of this works as 9 things to remember at once. First, notice the gap. Just one habit this week where you catch the flat moment, the rushed goodbye, the delayed glance. Second, close the gap in real time. That might sound like, "Hey, I'm right here. I got distracted for a second," said out loud to a baby who won't understand the words but will register the warmth returning to your voice. Third, repair after rupture. Every time, no matter how small, a hand on their back, your face softening, 30 seconds of full attention after a short moment isn't enough. A milestone tracking app can log when your baby rolls over, sits up, says their first word. It cannot notice the exact second your baby's cry shifted from need to relief when you walked in. Only a present parent can catch that and answer it. That's not a smaller kind of parenting than the one apps and classes are selling. It's the one none of it can replace. Somewhere in your house right now, there's a version of your baby 10 years from now, deciding how easy it is to trust people, and they're building that decision out of thousands of tiny, ordinary moments, just like the ones today. Not the big trip you're planning, not the milestone you're waiting for. The 2 seconds you turn your face back toward them right now, that's already the big moment. That's already mattering. If this changed how you see the small stuff, consider subscribing. We post new videos every week. If it was helpful, a like goes a long way. See you in the next one. This channel is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical or psychological advice. Always consult a qualified professional regarding your child's development.